Hey, geometry students, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's lesson. Before we do that, let's do a little warm up. So just take a few minutes here. I want you to pause the video and go ahead and solve these just to get warmed up. All right, so these are the answers that we should get. Again, we're setting up that proportion, going from small to big. We should get x equals 2, plug those in. And then for this one, which additional information would be enough? We need to know that those are parallel. All right. So if you haven't yet, make sure you get the notes page from the sub. And then, yeah, and so that way you don't have to write down every word problem because this is all about applications of similar triangles. All right, so we have two different types of indirect measurements. Okay, some things that we can know are these angles are congruent because they are parallel, because the light reflects off a mirror is the same angle it arrives. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And the other thing is the rays of the sun, okay, they will be parallel to each other. So these are like what I like to call my shadow problems to do this. So that's on your note page. So let's set this up here. So Hallie is estimating the height of the Superman roller coaster. She's 5 feet 3 inches tall and her shadow is 3 feet long. If the length of the shadow of the roller coaster is 40 feet, how tall is the roller coaster? So we're going to set up a proportion. Okay, so height to shadow, that's how I'm going to set it up. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and convert these to inches. So 5 feet 3 inches would be 63. Okay, and to her shadow, that's going to be 36. So 63 to 36. This is for Hallie. Okay, right here. Equals, and then we're trying to figure out the height of the roller coaster over. I'm going to go ahead and convert this to inches as well. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just make sure you have your 3 inches decimal correct. Okay. So we have, when we cross multiply, we have 36x is equal to 30,240. Divide by 36 on both sides. And we get x equals 70 feet. Okay. So again, if you want to draw that picture too, you could. So thinking of Hallie standing here, she's 63 and this is 36. And the roller coaster, if you think about it that way, this would be the shadow is 480, excuse me, and then we have x right here. So you could also set up your picture too. That might be helpful. All right. Okay, next example. So we have our angles here, and this picture is drawn for you. I'll let you take a moment to pause and read through that. So how I would set this up is I would set up 6 over 7.5, okay, because this is Raymond, all right? So you could set up this way, so 6 over 7.5, that would be the same as your x over 45, okay? You might have set it up differently. It works out the same way, but then you end up with 7.5x is equal to 270. So x is going to equal 36 feet. And again, we're going to have labels since these numbers have meanings now. Alrighty. So we're going to do that. And yeah, some of you might have done x over 6 and had 7.5 over 45. You'll end up with the same answer. No, I did that wrong. So x over 6 is going to be 45 over, excuse me, I did that wrong. Is going to be 45 over 7.5. There we go. Good. Alrighty. Okay, next example. Go ahead and try this one and see what you come up with. Pause the video. All right, so we're going to go ahead and this is how I set it up. So I set it up to height to shadow. So the person's height to the person's shadow Okay. And then we don't know how tall the flagpole is to the flagpole shadow. So if we cross multiply here, we'd have 1.5x is equal to 42. We're going to divide by 1.5. And then we get x equals 28 feet. That's how tall the flagpole is. Alrighty, so again, this is all just about setting it up and using those similar triangles to find different heights in a real world situation. Okay, so this is our practice that we're going to work on, or your to-do list that we're going to do. Alrighty, worksheet, similarity, or triangle similarity application, Canvas quiz, and then you have notes on proportional parts. So you have quite a bit to do, so get to work, and we'll see you later.